The fashion industry is a multi-billion-dollar global enterprise. To illustrate how profitable it can get, 2 of Forbes' top 10 richest people in the world, Louis Vuitton's Bernard Arnault and Zara co-founder Amancio Ortega, made their fortunes in fashion. So how do you carve a path into this profitable industry? To help us understand how you can start your own fashion business locally is an award-winning Kenyan fashionpreneur.
Hi, I'm Maureen Aringo, founder of Hando African Designs. Hando is a fashion house in Nairobi and we have a branch in Kisumu. So we major in making African outfits and, just clean-cut African outfits. In 2019, we won the Women in Business Creative Industry Awards under the National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And then last year, we won the Founder of Awards, Fashionpreneur Under 30.
What made you turn into fashion business?
The fact that we all need multiple sources of revenue in Nairobi. Also, it was a passion that, started from way back. So I decided, why not? In as much as I didn't study for it, I decided I could turn my hobby into a money-making venture. I used to make outfits for myself. So I would buy fabric and then take it to a tailor, and then they make outfits for me. So at some point, I was like, why not do it myself? So I looked for space, and then I looked for tailors and fabrics, and because I can draw, I can sketch. So I was like, I just need someone to bring out the idea into real life.
Do I need to be a tailor to be a fashion designer?
So all you need is, the drive and the passion. You could always look for help for people to actually do the thing. Then with time, you learn, and like now I've learned how to stitch. So.
What's the first step of setting up?
The first thing that I looked for was someone who's gonna do the actual work. I know I can get clients and do other things, but who's gonna make the outfits? So the first thing, if you don't have the skills yet, you have to look for someone who's gonna make the outfits. It was easy for me to get a tailor because I was already doing clothes for myself using a different tailor. So it was easy for me to, I won't say poach, but to talk to them like, I'm starting this venture and we could partner up and you do the work for me and all. Instead of me, giving you work as my client, I give you work as my employee. So it's not, once you are looking out for something, it's not hard getting it. We have Nairobi, Texas here where there's so many tailors. So, if you promise that you're gonna give this guy work, because he's like abandoning his own interest for you. So, yeah. And online as well. Online, just put up a post on Facebook. Hi, I'm looking for a tailor. But you have to, test them. Have them make outfits for you first so that you know if they are good at it or not.
Step 1, get a tailor. Now what's step 2?
You can actually make products from your bedroom and sell them online. But people are very sensitive with clothes. So, and then clothes are a very sensitive situation, especially the ones that, we don't import ready ones or whatever. So you have to find space where you can take measurements, where you can, someone will come and pick up the outfit, adjustments, so you have to find space. You don't have to come to town, you can get a shop near where you are, just as long as you have a physical location where you can stock fabric and, have outfits. After a year or two, you will know exactly who you're serving and exactly who your clientele is. So it will be easier for you to figure out where to put up a shop.
So we have manpower and space to create. Step 3 is getting equipment, right?
Space comes with machines. So the bigger the space, the more machines you have, the more employees you have. So as you're looking for space, you already know if you have what number of sewing machines you're going to put in this space.
So what type of machines do I need?
Okay, so we have machines and then we have the accessories. So machines, we only have 2 types of machines, the sewing machine and an overlock machine. The sewing machine is where the actual sewing takes place. Like this is a piece and this is a piece in, the stitches. Then the overlock machine is where you do finishing, so that it has a fine finishing to it. And there are different qualities and brands of sewing machines, but mostly we use Juki. Juki is Juki. It's very durable, it's very nice, very easy to maintain as well. So we use Juki for sewing and also for the overlock machine. Yeah, because the machines you'll need thread, you'll need scissors, you'll need a board where you can cut the outfit, you'll need There's so many tiny things like bobbins and what and pins, dummies. Because where you're gonna put your, final product. So, but those are not very, key. Once you get a machine, then you can get the other small things that you need.
Step 4 is textile. So where can we get fabric?
Different countries have different qualities of fabric. I'm not saying the Kenyan ones but Nigerian fabric is very good. Ghanaian fabric is also very good. So when you're looking for kente and you need authentic kente, I'll import from Ghana. So when I started out, of course, I didn't have all this information. And most of the time I used to shop just in town, along River Road and along Texas and along Biashara Street as well. So yeah, then, when you grow, you also expand your networks and where you get information from. So with time, I started importing from Nigeria and Ghana.
What's the best way of selecting fabric?
Different people would love different kind of outfits. Some people love florals, some people love prints, some people love plain, some people love polka. So it depends on the number of outfits you actually you want to make out of fabric. But I wouldn't buy like a roll of fabric until, of course, I know this I can sell in a week or 3 days. So when starting out, just buy specific fabrics for specific different people. Because then what I like, not necessarily another person will like. So vitenge comes in 6 yards. That's 5.5 meters. So unless someone wants it in bulk, one piece is normally enough. So I'd buy like a piece and then make an outfit. If someone else wants it, then just keep on buying.
What is the cost of fabric in the market?
Okay, so you'd get very cheap wax. You don't have that here. So you'd get very cheap wax fabric for 1,200 for 5.5 meters. 1,200, then the normal wax at 14, then cotton at 18, then kente at from 2 to 2.5. So it's actually only vitenge that are sold in a whole batch of 5.5 meters. Most of the other fabrics, other than kitenge, that is, most of the other fabrics are sold per meter. So like say for tunic sets in African wedding attires for grooms and all, we use linen. So linen is sold per meter. So you go, you say, I need 5 meters for a particular client or 3 meters for a particular client, and they take measurements of 5 meters of fabric. Same to school uniforms, same to these plain dresses, anything else other than kitenge, they price and they sell it per meter. So it depends on how big or what design you're making. That is what will determine how many meters you're buying.
Do you need special machines to work on different fabric textures?
Most of materials that we use on outfits, in curtains and uniforms, you can actually stitch them on any machine. But then there are, you see how wedding gowns are, those beads, those specific embroidery. So we have embroidery as well. That is like making a flower on a plain. So there's a different machine for that. But those are very specific people. Someone who does embroidery does only embroidery because it's very intensive. Those beadwork, we call them beadwork. Those shining situations, those ones you stitch using your hand because it cannot go under the machine. Yeah, but most of the other fabric you stitch using one machine.
Now that we're all set up, we have the tailor, the space, the machine and fabric. The last and final step is production.
So production starts from the client. The client walks in, they either have a design or they're clueless of what they want. So it's upon you to guide them according to how they're structured. So it's upon you to guide them and tell them and advise them what would look good on them, unless they specifically know what they want. But nowadays, most of clients come with their own design. So someone will come and say, this is exactly what I want, and make this from this, and some actually even know the fabrics to use. And if they don't, you could actually see from the photo what fabric was used, if it's stretch, if it's spandex, and then if it's lace, then you use. There are some who come, they have no clue, they don't know any fabric, they just want an outfit. So it's upon you to help them out, try sketch something, advise them on the fabric, something that will lead you to the end product.
How do you price your product?
So on pricing, that is something that you grow into as you progress. You cannot, you cannot start at a particular price range before we even know about you. So from the beginning, like I said, you could always use yourself as the model. So make outfits for yourself, go do a photo shoot, put them out there. When people see them, also you can, compare what people are doing out there. There's so many people online with prices and all. So see what other people are doing, Then it will help guide you into pricing when you're starting. Then as you progress, you would know like for example, when I started, I was getting fabric locally. So then it was easier for me to compare what other people are doing and price. But now I am importing fabric. So comparison is a little hard because I'm the one who knows exactly how much I need, exactly how much goes into the outfit and all, and the time and the labor and how much you're charging you're paying your staff and everything else. So with time you progress you learn how to price your outfit, and that changes like every single time. Yes. On marketing, I would say referrals are very important. So you try and make your clients happy, so that word of mouth and all. But also social media is very, very important because it gets to so many people at the same time or at a particular time.
What are the legal requirements to run a fashion business in Kenya?
One, you have to have a business permit, that this is a business entity and whatever. Then it's important to register your business. It's very important because say you'll be looking for a tender or something, they will need your business papers. It's very important to register your business. And then there are licenses for running businesses that run per year, so you have to get those ones and renew them. And then there are these small institutions that are available for people in business. It's important to be a part of it, be a member in one of those things, because they expand your network, and who knows, could be where you get something.
Thank you, Maureen, for your awesome tips. Guys, I hope you learned a thing or two and you're ready to start up your own fashion business. That is all from us for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time when we look at how to set up another business in Kenya.